That's as succinct as you can get it.
All right, do we want to go down the physical line, or do we want to do it alphabetically?
Just pass it on, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you all again so much for being here tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. One thing that I will leave you with is that as your next state representative for the 93rd House District, I'm also committed to recruiting more young people and more candidates in general to represent the true values of people in Frankfort. And I'm committed to that now and until my dying breath. So thank you all again.
Again, thank you for being here and having us. I think one of the things I just want to say really quickly, I've been an activist for a long time. I was there with the teachers in 2018. I was there with the social workers. I've been there with the retirees. I'm a fixture at the Capitol about 2 or 3 times a week during session. And I'm going to be there come January 2025. The question is, am I going to be there in the rotunda at the rallies, or am I going to be on the floor voting as a voice for the individual Kentuckians that I represented when I worked in DCBS and unemployment insurance and all those other things? I will be there. I support Kentuckians. I believe this is a great state, and I appreciate your support. Thank you.
And if you just a quick comment, if you would say your name and your district, since we're like going out line, if you just say that, I'm sure most people know by now, but if you would.
Denisha Shea Branscombe, 56.
Jamie Palumbo, and I am the 76th district. I think that we need to focus that there were over 10 anti-LGBTQ legislation that was introduced, including the repeal of the fairness ordinances that LGBTQ members of the community would not have protections in place. In addition, there was legislation introduced that medical providers could refuse to give care to the LGBTQ community. That's how vital it is for us to have at least one representation in the whole House out of Kentucky, in addition to the one member of representation in the Senate. Groups that have endorsed me, that know that I'm not messing around and they're putting their faith in me, the Kentucky Sierra Club, the Kentucky Citizens Against Domestic Violence and Pet Abuse. I'm distinction of the Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense, the 2024 Mental Health Now candidate, Kentucky AFL-CIO and Labor, CFAIR, Kentucky Society of Architects, the Building Industry Association of Central Kentucky, the Victory Fund, and also supported by Kentucky Justice Association, Kentucky Attorneys Political Action Trust, the Kentucky Realtors PAC, Frost Brown Todd PAC, and the list is continuing on. So thank you, and I would love your support.
Thank you. Adam Moore, the 45th House District. One thing I would say is that whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, the current makeup in the State House of Representatives is 80-20. So whatever you align with, we are out of balance. And so we need more balance. We need a little bit more moderation, where there's actual conversations happening, where there's actual discourse, where we can have compromises if we are going to move forward. I'm proud to be running in a district that's been represented by Republicans for more than 20 years, but we helped Andy Beshear win that district by 21 points last fall. I'm excited to flip it and bring a little bit more balance to our State House this fall. When in doubt, just remember, Kentucky deserves more.
I'm Todd Kelly in the 6th Congressional District. I do have one endorsement, Nancy Kemper, which I'm very grateful for. I think I've described in great detail the vulnerabilities of Andy Barr, and I'm the guy that can expand on those and give him a very hard time in November.
Again, my name is Jonathan Richardson. I'm in the 6th District, United States House of Representatives. I just want you all to, well, I want to thank you all for being here. Also, I just want to remind everyone that politicians are human too, and no one's perfect. And I think a lot of people think that politicians know the answer to everything. And there are times where we do have to, just like you, do research, and we're not experts on everything. So also, I'm not a career politician. This is my first time running for office, but I love America, and I'm thankful for you all to be here and listen to us, and I love democracy. It's beautiful to be able to actually participate in democracy and just take a chance. And also, someone mentioned homelessness earlier. Also, I have an organization where I help the unhoused here in Lexington. We have about 3,000 people experiencing homelessness. It's a big problem, not just in this district, but it's in this country as a whole. We have an affordable housing crisis. We also have a mental health crisis. And so I just want to inspire someone. I hope I inspire someone in the room to go ahead and, we all know, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Pursue what makes you happy and believe in yourself. And also remember that greatness lives in all of you, and everyone here can do something great with their lives. Thank you.
I'm Josh Buckman, and I'm in the 76th State House District. And I just wanted to let people know that I have advocated the state legislature for various organizations like Planned Parenthood, the Sierra Club, Moms Demand Action, Kentuckians for the Commonwealth, and I have also, when I was did my internship when I got my master's degree, I also worked with Kentucky Youth Advocates, advocating for various youth legislation. And I also interned at a recovery center here in Lexington that help people dealing with substance abuse. And just check out my website at buckmanforky.com.
I'm Randy Craven, 6th Congressional District. Listening to everyone, and I'm so thankful that you all were here tonight, reminds me of one of my favorite quotes from a movie of all time. It's a movie called Primary Colors. It's got John Travolta in it. Don't fault me for that. But one of my favorite quotes of his, when he's in a debate running for the presidency, is that he said, "I'm against doing nothing when there are people suffering. And I'm against using an idea because it's not my idea." I've taken that quote to heart for my entire journey through this political process. Because right now there are people suffering right here in Lexington, blocks away from us, across the 6th Congressional District, from Flemingsburg to Lancaster and everywhere in between, there are people suffering. And we need to act with the fierce urgency of now. We cannot wait anymore for half measures. We can't wait anymore for waffling or for stagnation. We have to have action. Andy Barr is not giving action of any sort. I will, and I'll make the changes that are necessary to bring relief and to bring happiness and to bring acceptance and a passion for life for those who so desperately need it now. Thank you all.
I'm Ann Donworth, 76th District for Kentucky House. I think you'll find that most of the candidates here tonight agree on the majority of the issues. The difference is who has the experience and who is going to fight for us, who is going to work tirelessly to make sure that we have policies and government that lifts people up instead of hurting them. I will do that. I have done that throughout my entire career. I want to do that from a higher level, and I ask for your vote. You can learn more at AnnGayDonworth.com.
Thank you. Hi again, Adrielle Camuel, State Representative for House District 93, running for re-election on May 21st. Before I came out today, I was out knocking doors because that's what I do. I care about Kentuckians, I care about my neighbors, I care about the people who live in our community. I grew up in Eastern Kentucky, and one thing that I grew up knowing is that when a neighbor needs help and you are able to do it, you reach out and you give that hand. For the last 8 years, I have been canvassing in the area that is now mostly was the 88th, now it's the 93rd, as well as lots of other parts of Kentucky. And what I learned just from getting out to the doors and talking with people is learning what their problems are, what their issues are, what their hopes and what their dreams are. And that's how I developed my platform, and that's really what gave me the impetus and the passion and desire, not just to help others to run, but to run myself. And it's through, literally at this point, it is thousands and thousands of conversations with people at the doors. That's how I know what Kentuckians need, and I want to make sure that I continue being the voice for them in Frankfort. Thank you.
I'll try to keep it really quick. Zachary Deering, I'm running independent for the 6th Congressional District. I'm actually still actively petitioning. I need 400 signatures. Got about 100 down so far. And I do have that petition with me if anybody's interested. My website is servantdeering.com. So if you are interested in checking out more, Servant Deering is where you can find me. We need to remind people that this is public service. You would be my boss, and it would be my honor. I do have a Facebook page that is Deering for the People. But yes, I can go down a rabbit hole with you guys for 2 hours on any given topic. I've drafted 31 pieces of legislation to start the conversation in any given area. So please reach out to me through either of those mediums. And if you want to be excited about something again, if you want to feel hope one more time, I got you. Thank you.
I think that's everyone.
Is that it?
I think that's everyone.
All right. Thank you all.